Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. We've been messing around in graveyards, talking with the ghosts of kings from ages gone by, and fusing kinstones with ghosts. We have a special Gold Kinstone on our hands, and we can take that to the source of the flow. Now, you might remember that Vale Falls was where we saw a very impressive waterfall, unsurprisingly. So we'll have to head there. But if you want to take on some of the Kinstone fusions from Stage 5, now's a good place to start.
What? You want to fuse Kinstones?
Dampé's voice has varied a little bit. So we can fuse once with Dampé and I think a second time as well.
Ah, they fit.
So we'll head back out and back in, and we can fuse again. Fortunately, we have plenty of those. Too bad we can't sell these if we need to, but then again, we have money for virtually nothing. Aha, there is that little crack in the Wind Ruins. So we might as well get touring there and see what we find. So, if we quickly duck up to the grave we saw open, we can talk to its inhabitant. So, we can get 100 mysterious shells from there. Ah, so you moved that gravestone and now you can go outside. But I would get lonely here by myself, so could you come see me sometime? I'll have plenty of kinstone pieces ready, so please do come back. So, we can fuse kinstones with Gina. A fairly apt name for a Genie. As you can tell, she is female because she's pink and she has a bow. So, we are opening up a little cave in Hyrule Town. So, a bit of travelling to do. So we'll quickly leave this area and come back in. Because I think Gina has a second fusion too. Same one as before. There we go. I'm not sure if that's money, but we're doing pretty well for money. So I might as well go buy some kinstone pieces in town and waste the money there. So, if you want, you can use the, the ocarina. Why can't I speak English? And we'll make our way back to Hyrule Town. With everything really being money for nothing, now we should go into the school. Recess is almost over. We can actually... Well, no, we get the hard piece later, don't we? We need to split into 4 to get the hard piece, if I remember correctly. Still, there's the Minish Road over here that we can take a look at. There is a chest in there that we can finally get. And I think it's got a red kinstone piece in it, so for the sake of completion, I'm going to go and get it. There we are, and let's quickly run up this way. So yes, we will need to split into 4 before we can move anything there. So we're doing pretty well, all things considered, but I'll probably have to get some more figurines and actually show those off. I will, of course, get to that in due time. We'll do that during a separate section. We do want to seek out the source of the flow, but it's also worth checking out what's in that little cave here in Castletown. I will show you what's inside Anju's house too. This, I think, is just mysterious shells, and if it's rupees, I definitely don't need rupees. So I'm mostly just doing that to make space in my wallet. I'll check for that Picolite off screen. Normally I'd be buying mysterious shells, but the fact I haven't done any figurine quest stuff means that basically we have way too many mysterious shells. So if we head over here, we can go and talk to that Cuckoo. If you haven't fused Kinstones with Anju, that Cuckoo will mention Anju's Kinstone piece. If you have fused with Anju and you talk to the Cuckoo, it will be surprised because Anju's Kinstone piece has disappeared. There is an abundance of chickens. Cuckoo chicks will peck at us, and we can take a lot of damage very fast. Note that they've said Ange instead of Anju there, but... So, that's really all you need to do in Anju's house, and somehow I've avoided being damaged. That's not really good. It's a little bit terrifying being chased by Cuckoo chicks. I think that actually happens to Link in the manga. So, there we are. We're opening up a few side quests. We need to go and seek out the source of the flow. But, so, I'll leave a little annotation in the figurine quest episode as to what we actually got from these particular fusions before I wind up doing the next part. So, we're not too far from where we need to go. Try not to stab the postman. Annoying as he is during the Cuckoo quest, don't stab the postman. Don't stab the guards. Nearly went straight in there. So, we need to come up to North Hyrule Field. This corner of Vale Falls will lead us straight to the source of the flow. We fuse that special Kinstone. A stone door! So, this was what they meant by all that source of the flow business. Well, this waterfall certainly is the source of all Hyrule's water. According to King Gustav, the final element lies somewhere behind the falls. We've dawdled long enough, Tom. Let's go find that element. So, there's a lot of exploring to do around Vale Falls. Plenty of enemies to fight as well. Make your way carefully through these caves. And watch out for bubbles. I think they might disable our sword. I'm not entirely sure. So, rock choo-choos. Damage them with bombs. A well-placed remote bomb will take care of things. I'm not sure what happens with those pea-hats, but more often than not, I find they manage to blow themselves up. So I'll get to digging later on. But, of course, we have to scale a cliff face. Not too hard, really. And there we are. We have now established our warp point. Now, I think there's a heart piece somewhere near here. Either that or it pops up with Kinstone Fusion. Needless to say, there are some booby traps in here. That one, not so much, though there's a big question. A lot of the time, people will wind up saying needless to say on something. Then they wind up saying it anyway. I think what we're looking for is actually just through the... just through one of the... Oh, nice, I did get that shot through a mole mit's door. Now we need to go downstairs. This whole area is interconnected. There we go, that's taken care of that. So what do we have in here? Probably money? If it's mysterious shells, I'm wasting them. How do I know these things? I really should have done more with the figurine side quest. It's my own fault. So, let's head upstairs. And out that door. I'm not touching any of the chests in case they are mysterious shells. So wait, where does that doorway take us to? So that's where that ladder takes us. So yeah, it pretty much is all interconnected. You'll find your way up through the area in due course. It's easy enough to do. I'm just sort of messing around a bit here. So anyway, let's head out this doorway to the right and we will be approaching the area we need to go. Climb. Make it to the top, Vale Springs. That is a very big Goron, by the way. We will be able to deal with him, in the good sense, later on. What have we here? Some kind of vortex? Well, we seem to have hit a dead end. What shall we do from here? In we go! Am I still alive? Tom, what were you thinking, child? You just reap the whirlwind, as they say. We could be dead right now! But I must admit, it did the trick. Are we in the land above the clouds? Then there must be something here that can lead us to the final element. Let's go find it. And we have a Kinstone fusion. Fuse with Haley. Now you might recognize these people. They have the same garb as the stranger we met to perform the Kinstone fusion to actually come up here earlier on. So we can deal with that later. So, 5 pinwheels. Once we activate all of those, that cloud will wind up being blown away. And we can still fuse Kinstones. What are we getting out of this one? So I'll have to make sure to mark all these, and I will explain what all those rewards are. This might be the path to the heart piece. So we'll clean those up in some of the supplementary episodes. Anyway, if we want to proceed, let's jump up here. Now, please take note. We need to find 5 gold kinstone pieces. Let's see what that one below us has. No, that's not a fit, so we'll need to continue on our merry way. So, if you run into big cloud banks like this, dig through them with the mole mitts. It was worth a go. So, watch out for those cloud piranhas. When they pop out is the only time you can damage and defeat them. They're a bit of a nuisance. I always get a little bit lost doing this section and it bothers me. Ah. There we go. That is the first fusion we've made with the mysterious cloud. Way over here, those pinwheels will start moving. Let's get looking for the rest of the Kinstone pieces. No, that's where I was earlier. Note that you can't hurt those cloud piranhas. Normally, yeah, your sword will just bounce off their fin. However, you can, if you're clever enough, trick them into jumping off the edge sometimes. So, let's get flying. Is there anything down here? Yes, just back where we came. Well, I'm smart. Okay, so we need to head off to the left. Mind you, the more I wind up stuffing around getting lost in here, the more opportunity we have to listen to the gorgeous music, so I should just shut up for a little bit. Okay, our buddy Lakitu here. You do actually have to use the Cane of Patchy for once. So there's another fusion, but anyway, the music. I think this game has perhaps some of the most underrated music in the entire series. Or if you want to be cynical, some of the least overrated. It's an amazing sound. They managed to put together some really, really good soundtracks for the Game Boy Advance games. I mean, just in general. Like, for example, listen to Metroid Fusion's soundtrack. It's magnificent. It really, really amps up that sort of tension and dread very well. I've spoken quite highly of that in a previous project. And we'll drop down here and get going around. But yeah, seriously, this game has phenomenal music. Which way am I going? I want to stick the landing. Wrong thing. Please stop giving me mysterious shells. It's not funny. There's one down. Just out of reach. Well, that worked. So let's get our Cane of Patchy. Three fusions down. It's an absolutely amazing area. Now, this episode is probably winding up running a bit on the long side. So I think it's... Mind you, I do really want to get the rest of this out of the way and sorted. Well, we are close to what I usually call as time, so... Wait, let's go back to that other... Let's go back up here and see what we can find. So is this... That was a wise decision. So, up here and then down the other side. Tell you what, we'll wrap up the cloud tops. Then I will actually get around to doing some of the supplemental... episodes. Looks like we have to take out more cloud piranhas. That was my fault. And there we are. That should give us the last Kinstone piece. Now we just need to find the mysterious clouds with which we fuse. Up, up, and away. This is probably mysterious shells. Yes, it is. Why did I do that? Yes, we do, because I think we have to fall down that little hole there. And there we go. Another piranha jumped off the edge. Almost there. Almost there. Do I go down here? Yes, I do. We need to go back to the start next. So we'll need to navigate our way around so we can get to the start of the area. And I think we should be pretty good to go. Just one more. Alright, so I do... No, I don't have to dig. So we sneak through there and we can make our way around and down. Keep ourselves flying high until we stick the landing. Okay, talk about sticking the landing. That wasn't too bad. At least it pays attention to where you actually land. Final fusion. And there we go. Our mysterious cloud has activated the whirlwind that will take us to the top of the clouds. As for us, we will be putting our feet back on solid ground. I will be doing some Kinstone fusions. I will be taking care of some figurine collection. And once all that's done, we'll head into that big whirlwind and see where we go. Thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, this is Red 2 returning to base.